Hey, what's up everybody? It's Marita, Marbar Makeup here. Welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You guys, I can't tell you how excited and geeked up I am for this video today. Like, I just can't even get my words together right now. I'm so excited for how this look came out. So anyway, we are starting off with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Coverage Concealer, and I'm taking the shade 405 under the brow to clean up underneath, and I'll drag that color down to my lid to use as a eyeshadow primer. Now I'm applying more concealer to my eyelid, and I'll also be picking up my Makeup Revolution concealer in, I believe this is in the shade C1, and it's a very light white color. So I'm using that to help my eyeshadows pop today. It's going to help make them more vibrant and bright. To blend those two concealers together, I am taking my BH Cosmetic brush. It's the 128 brush. And I'm just patting that concealer all over my eyelids before applying my eyeshadows. After patting out that concealer, I will be applying my Beauty Bakery translucent powder in Oat. And I'm going to apply this for two reasons. One is to keep my concealer from creasing, and number two, it'll help my eyeshadows apply smoothly to my eyelids. So yeah. Okay, now we'll be going into the Juvia's Warrior 3 palette, and I first initially applied that light blue eyeshadow Gola with my Morphe brush, but I really meant to pick up my Sonia Kashuk brush, and you'll see that I'll switch over to that brush in the next clip. And this brush is a little smaller and more compact, so it picks up the color more. And I really wanted to build that pigmentation up fast in my crease. So that's why I chose to go with the Sonia Kashuk brush instead. Now we'll be going into the Sweet Pinks palette by Juvia's, and I'll be applying that pink shade that I just pointed to into the crease right on top of the blue shade that I just applied. And as you can see, I'm sticking with that same Sonia Kashuk brush. Using the same Sonia Kashuk brush, I'm going back into the Warrior 3 palette again and picking up that other pink shade, Fenty, and applying that on top of the pink shade that I just previously put down from the Sweet Pinks palette. Now I'm picking up the shade Candace, and I'll be applying that shade slightly underneath all the colors that I just applied in my crease. And I did switch over to another brush. This is the E.L.F. Professional Angled Eyeshadow Brush. And I am applying this color under the colors in my crease, as well as the outer corner of my eye. Going into the Zulu palette by Juvia, I'll be picking up that deep purple shade and applying that to my outer corner to deepen up the purple that I just previously put down from the Warrior 3 palette. And I'm applying that color with the same angled brush from E.L.F. Picking up my Morphe Fluidity concealer in C345 and a Wet n Wild smudger brush, I'm going to slightly cut my crease with this concealer and this brush. And even though this is a smudger brush, it's just flat enough for me to cut my crease with. Now on this clip here, I applied my concealer and you saw me look up. That's going to help me map out where I need to apply my concealer. That helps me know where my cut crease needs to be at when you do this trick. And I'm not doing a full cut crease on my eye, I'm just doing half of my eyelid. I'm picking up a clean BH Cosmetic 106 brush, and I'm just cleaning up my cut crease. Picking back up my E.L.F. angled eyeshadow brush, I'm going back into the Zulu palette with that deep dark purple shade, and I'm just reapplying that a little bit in the outer corner of my eyes. Going back into my Juvia Sweet Pinks palette, I'm taking a BH Cosmetic eyeshadow brush and applying that pink shade all over my lid where that concealer is. And just a little disclaimer, I suggest that you pat down your concealer first to the point that it's dry before applying your eyeshadows. I was having some issues with applying the shade at first because my concealer was still wet, but it wound up applying after a while. So just make sure you pat it down dry first before applying your eyeshadows. It'll make the application a lot more smoother. Picking up my Duo eyelash adhesive, I will be applying this on top of the eyeshadow that I just put down because I'm going to be putting glitter on top of that eyeshadow, so I need something for it to adhere to. So I'm using my Duo eyelash adhesive for this. The glitter that I'm going to be applying to my eyelid is just a random craft glitter that I got from Walmart. It's a dark pink glitter. I will be mixing that with a light pink Wet n Wild glitter. And I'm using a dual end eyeshadow brush that I got from an Ipsy bag a year back. And I suggest that you use a fine milled glitter, nothing chunky, because you don't want to bring any damage to your eyes, and you want to be very careful with doing this step. So that's just a little suggestion that I would like to put out there for you guys if you're gonna recreate this look or do a cut crease look with glitter. Use a fine milled glitter, don't use anything chunky. And with the other end of that eyeshadow brush, I'm just trying to flick off any fallout from the glitters that I'm applying to my eyelid. Now comes the fun part. I'm picking up my SUVA primary eyeliner palette, and I'm taking that yellow shade and I'm going to apply it to the inner corner of my eyes. I'm dipping my brush into some water and then applying it to the shade in the palette, and then applying that to my eyelid. So these are water activated eyeliners. So you have to wet the brush first before trying to use those shades in the palette. I switched over to another SUVA palette. These are the brights. And I'm applying that blue liner to the crease of my eye, using the same exact steps that I did with the yellow. Now I do find that these eyeliners are very easy to work with. However, I did have some cracking with the yellow shade towards the end of the day. So I did see, I believe it was Beats by Deb, talk about these liners before in one of her videos. And I forgot where she got the tip from, but she was suggesting that you use your eyelash adhesive glue first and then apply these eyeliners on top of that to prevent any cracking. So if anyone has ever used these eyeliners, please comment down in the comment box and let me know if you have any issues with these eyeliners cracking and what you have done to prevent them from cracking, because they're very beautiful, they're very bright and vibrant, and I do like working with them, but I didn't like the fact that the yellow started to crack. The blue and the pink were fine, but I had issues with the yellow. The yellow cracked, like it started to peel off towards the end of the day. So that was a bummer, because I really love this eye look. Like, I made an effort to go to the store after I did my makeup this day, and the compliments, and it was just like I was feeling myself. I can't even lie to y'all. So yeah, anyway, if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comment section on how I can keep my liners from cracking, because I would love to work with them again. I just don't want them to crack and peel on me as the day goes on. Y'all, yeah, I was really feeling myself with this eyeliner, with this eye look, with that hair, with everything. I mean, I was like, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta show off and show out with this makeup. And unfortunately, it was Sunday, and it's COVID, so it's really not much you can do just yet. But I was just going anywhere and everywhere just to show off my makeup on this day. And you definitely have to take your time. Like, you didn't put in all this effort for you to mess up on your liner. So take deep breaths, take your time, and really concentrate on what you're doing, because one wrong flick and it's over. Then you gotta start all over again. And who wants to do that? Not me. So I really took my time with placing this liner down. I kept checking in the mirror. I kept checking to make sure that both eyes kind of look the same, because I can tend to go a little bit higher on one eye than the other when I do looks like this. So I think it pretty much turned out good for the most part. So yeah, I just suggest take your time, breathe, and relax, and you'll get this look down pat. Switching over now to my NYX matte eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. I will be applying that along my lash line and towards that blue liner that I just put down, creating that wing on the outside of my eye. Going back into the Brights palette, I will be applying that pink eyeliner on top of the black eyeliner that I just placed down. And as I mentioned earlier, you have to wet these brushes first before applying any of those liners and the palettes. And one cool thing I would like to mention, these liners are UV light activated. So if you were at like a rave, I don't even know if they still have rave parties. I'm showing my age, but yeah, if you were underneath a UV light, they would show like very bright and vibrant. So yeah, they're very fun liners to work with. And I'm just touching up the other liners that I already put down. Just trying to apply more so that they're more noticeable. Even though I really don't think I had to do that, but it was just something that I did. So maybe that's why that yellow cracked, because I added more. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm just reapplying. So now I'm gonna be picking up my Thrive mascara and applying that to my lashes before putting on my falsies. The lashes that I'm wearing today are Broadway's 5D lashes in the number 13. I'm applying that with my dual eyelash adhesive. I bought these lashes at my local beauty supply store. So yeah, after letting the glue get tacky on my lashes, on my false lashes, I will start to apply them. Okay, after applying my lashes, I am now going to prime my face with my Absolute Primer Drops. And after applying my primer drops, I'm going to go and finish cleaning up the top of my eyebrows. And then we'll start to finish up this makeup look. Before I clean up the top of my brows, I will be taking my Makeup Revolution concealer in the C1 shade, and I'm going to apply that directly under the arch of my eyebrow just to brighten up that area some. So I'm taking an angled brush and just applying that concealer, a very little amount, not a whole lot, just a little bit amount, just to brighten up underneath my arch of my brow. Okay, taking that L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the 410 shade, I will be applying that on top of both of my eyebrows and then blending it out with my BH Cosmetic blending brush. And I also would like to mention I did wipe off that angled brush before using it for my concealer on top of my brows. Now I'm going to finish priming my face. I'm using my E.L.F. poreless putty primer and putting that on my cheeks, around my nose, and on top of my nose. Color correcting now with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C13. And you guys already know the drill. I put this underneath my eyes and around my mouth and then blend it out with a small foundation brush. Picking up my infallible concealer in the shade 410, I'm going to be putting that on the outer corners of my face and cleaning up underneath that wing liner with this concealer as well. And then on the inner part of my eyes, I will apply the shade 405. And as I always like to do, I like to let this concealer sit for a while and dry down so I can get full coverage from it, and go in with my E.L.F. foundation and my total E.L.F. face sponge and apply my foundation first and then go back and blend out my concealer after. Going in with my camo sponge from E.L.F., I will now be blending out my concealer underneath my eyes and around my nose. And I literally just caught vibes off of this look. Like, I envisioned this look in my head that the morning that I did this makeup look. And I didn't quite know what colors I wanted to use at first. And then I was looking at this shirt that I have on now. It's my NASA shirt. And I was like, all right, I think I can do something, you know, like to pair with the shirt. So sat down, thought about it. And y'all, like, for my vision to come true like this, like, I was hyped. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, and I struggle with cut creases, but I think I did pretty good. Like, I did awesome with this look, if I do say so myself. Like, I'm really gonna big myself up on this. So yeah, I'm like very happy to bring you guys this video. Like, I'm really in awe and amazed with myself with the way this look came out. So anyway, let me stop talking so much. And so I went back in with my Total Face Sponge and blended out the bottom of my concealer so that you don't see where it ends. I wanted everything to flow seamlessly. And then after I did that, I went back in, blended out my concealer like I always do, so that I won't have any creasing before applying my Beauty Bakery setting powder underneath the eyes. And then after that, I am now setting my face with my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder in NC45, I believe, or 55. I'll leave all the products I use in my description box below. This is an E.L.F face brush that I'm using to apply that MAC foundation powder with. And after that, I will be contouring with my CoverGirl Queen Collection in Ebony and my Wet n Wild brush, Wet n Wild angle brush. For blush today, I am using one of the eyeshadow shades from that Sweet Pinks palette. Surprise, surprise, I'm not using Luminoso from Milani. I'm seriously going to go shopping this weekend for some more blushes because I gotta get away from that blush. Nothing wrong with that blush, but I use it for like damn near every look. But it's so pretty, I can't help it. But yeah, I'm just using that pink eyeshadow from that Sweet Pinks palette. And as you can see, the shades are so pigmented. So I had to tone it down a little bit with my foundation brush. With my powder brush. I didn't want it to be that bright pink. Like, I want my eyes to be the show. The star of the show, not the blush. So I had to tone it down a little bit. It was a little too much. And I am highlighting the high points of my face with my Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. And the brush is just a random brush that I got from an Ipsy bag a year ago. I know you guys are probably tired of me saying that, but it's the truth. And I don't know the name of this brush because it's not written on the brush. And I don't have the information from that Ipsy gift bag anymore, so I can't tell you the name of it. Sorry. Going back into the Zulu palette, I'm picking up that dark purple. We're going to finish up the lower lash line now. I picked up the E.L.F. angled brush at first, but I did not mean to pick up that brush. So I went back with my Japanese smudger brush, and I'm going to be applying the dark purple from that Zulu palette, the pinkish purple from the Warrior 3 palette in the middle of my lower lash line, and then in my inner corner of my lower lash line I will apply that pink eyeshadow shade from the Sweet Pinks palette. And I need y'all to comment on my videos, like chat it up with me in the comment section of these videos and let me know what you want to see, what you're interested in. Just leave some love or something. You know, just chat it up with me down in the comment section of my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I cannot say that enough. So I went and used that shade from the Sweet Pinks palette in my 106 brush from BH Cosmetics to place that in the inner corner of my eyes, but it wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. So I didn't show this on camera, but I used my LA Girl holographic highlighter to try to brighten up that shade some so that my inner corner would be a little bit brighter. So, yeah, that's basically what I just did. And I also placed some of that highlighter underneath the brow bone of my eyebrows to brighten that area up. And I'm combing through my eyebrows right now with my Lash Blast. I think that's what it's called, from Maybelline. It's just the clear mascara that I'm using to set my eyebrow hairs with. And I'm going back with my Thrive mascara to coat my lower lashes. So now I'm thinking that this look would have been even more popping if I had put like some individual lashes on my bottom lash line. So I'm going to do another look with these eyeliners. I have something envisioned in my head and I'm going to do that in my next look. And I'm ODing with my Morphe continuous setting spray because I really want this look to stay put and stay in place all day. So, and I covered up my eyes because I didn't want to get those liners wet. So I had to cover up my eyes while I was spraying my face. I'm lining my lips right now with the Morphe, I think I use Vibes again, the Vibes lip liner. And for lipstick today, I'm using Unsettled. It's a liquid lipstick from Morphe. And I'm just applying that to my lips. And the shade is pretty on its own, but I decided to put a little bit of my C345 concealer in the middle of it just to brighten up the lip shade a little bit more. So yeah, you'll see me doing that in the next clip to come. So we are wrapping up this makeup look now. If you watched it to the end, thank you. You're a real G. Like, seriously. I know this video was long, but it was a more detailed makeup look. So I didn't want to cut too much out. I really wanted you guys to see the process. So I hope you enjoyed the still pictures at the end. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on your notification bell so that you'll know when I'm uploading another video to YouTube. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody, and enjoy your day. And I hope to see you in the next one.